Hey everyone, Wander here, and welcome to Little Rocket Lab. It came out back in October. I meant to play it. I was busy. October was busy as hell. However, December is a great time for me to go back and look at all of my, back catalog, all of the games that I've missed, and give it a shot. It is effectively Stardew Valley crossed with Factorio, maybe. You are in a town trying to build a rocket, go to the moon, go to space. Not entirely sure where you're going on the rocket, but you're interacting with a bunch of really lovable townsfolk while you're doing so, and also making their lives harder because you were building like giant resource chains through the middle of town, and that's probably a problem. Anyway, it's available on Steam. It's been out for a little while. Oh boy, this grid does not look great on my side monitor, but I think it's fine normally. What is our factory name? Waboo. Going Waboo. Let's see, what was I going to say about any of this? I don't know, just like factory automation games. Those, I'm a huge sucker for them, and I also like games about space sometimes. Morgan? Morgan, it's time to go. Where did she run off to? Is that so? Ah, there you are, my dear. It's time to go, Morgan. Your father is waiting. Were you playing in the silo again? You really shouldn't be going in there by yourself. You could get hurt. I'm not going, Auntie. I'm staying here. I'm going to keep working on the rocket. With what tools? I have a hammer. Not everything requires a hammer, my dear. I know this is hard. Believe me, I wish you could stay. I absolutely loved having you and your mother here. And I miss her dearly. I heard that your father's home is very lovely. There will be lots for you to explore there. I thought this was my home. You're right, this is also your home, and it always will be. One day, when you're older, you can come back again. You're always welcome here, Morgan. And then we'll work on the rocket together again? Then we'll work on the rocket together again. This seems wildly irresponsible. You don't just cottage core a space industry. Promise? And yet, that's exactly what they're going to do. Promise. Like, I barely trust governments and corporations to have a space program. 10 years later. And she just comes right back as soon as she gets the chance to do so. My brother was talking to a guy that works at SpaceX. And, my brother was asking him specifically about, is it Kessler syndrome? Effectively, the process at which we've filled the upper atmosphere orbit with so much junk that you can't safely send anything up into space because it's just going to get shredded by space debris, and how us sending up infinite satellites and other things is making that problem a lot worse. And there's not really any good data on when it's going to become so bad that we can't go to space at all. But it is a real problem, and it will absolutely get worse if people don't start thinking about it and doing things about it. And this person working at SpaceX had never even heard of it before. Didn't even think about it. And we're like, it's fine, we'll just change the trajectories. And it's like, uh-oh. So yeah, I'm not entirely sure how a bunch of folksy folks are going to make a rocket and go to space safely. Morgan, is that you? Wait, Veronica? Oh my god, I can't believe it. It's been forever. 10 years to be exact. I leave it to you to know the exact number. I haven't seen you since we were kids. I didn't expect to see anyone on this train, actually. Never mind yourself. What do you mean? You looked around, there's literally no one else here. Visitors to St. Ambrose are few and far between these days. The town doesn't have a whole lot going for it. It's been a rough time since you've been gone. What brought you back? Are you visiting your aunt? I'm moving in, actually. I'm going to be living with Auntie for a while. Oh, this is a good thing, right? I hope so. I've been imagining coming back for years. Now it's finally happening. I'm worried I'm making a mistake, or this isn't how I remembered it. No, you're definitely not making a mistake. I'm glad to have you back, and I'm sure everyone else will be too. I hope so. It's been so long since I've seen everyone. I'm excited to see how far Auntie's rocket project's coming along. Must be close to finished by now. I was hoping I could help her work on it again, like when I was a kid. Oh, you thought... I see. What? No, I think you coming here to help is just what we need. I do appreciate that this is kind of the Stardew, like, intro plot, but not. You know, it has that, like, going back to the countryside where things are, like, slower and quieter and better, question mark. But it's not like our character was burnt out in the working world. It's just, nope, gotta go back and build the rocket. So good that you're back. I'll stop by your aunt's place later to see how you're settling in. Just wait until I tell Rebecca about this. Still remember where you're going? Not yet, but I'll find my way there. Well, it's cute. I do find the mix of genres an interesting target audience, if that makes sense. That almost every single person I've interacted with who's like really big into factory automation games, I guess Satisfactory changed things, but Factorio was very much the like me personality type as the like primary target audience. I'm sure there are a lot of people other than people like me, you know, just bearded dudes who play Factorio, but every single person I've ever met that has been deep into Factorio has been just a bearded, nerdy dude. I usually associate Stardew Valley with kind of everybody, but a little bit more on the, like, kids or women side of things. And so to target that for a factory automation game is actually really cool, because you don't see that mix ever, and I'm really curious to see where this goes. And also, like, everybody can enjoy factory automation within the bounds of video games where it's not going to cause ecological collapse. Sometimes. I actually really like factory automation games where you have to care about that stuff. Alright, new day. I should talk to Auntie. Maybe she can open up the rocket silo and I can take a look. Everything looks awful. Rusted assembler was once used to craft components can be broken down into reusable components. I'm pretty sure okay, we can pick up the gears at the very least. Can I grab anything else? Yes. Backpack, wooden chest. Is there where I can quick grab? Yeah. What I want to do is find my hammer so I can break things. Go to bed and save your game? No. Immediately go to sleep for 2 years. Hi, I'm back. Time for deep depression. Okay, yeah, we're gonna have to disassemble this stuff later. Okay. Oh my gosh, Pico! I've missed this robot. Looks like Auntie was maybe doing some repairs. He seems to be missing a few pieces. Place is kind of a mess. Okay. It doesn't look like there's much else I can do, so I don't know if I can fix him. At least not yet. How was your sleep, my dear? It was good. Thanks for letting me stay, Auntie. I really appreciate it. Letting you stay? Nonsense, my dear. I'm just happy to see you again. I was wondering how work has been going on the rocket silo. Maybe you could show me around. Silo? No, there's no need to be poking around in there. But I thought maybe I could help out. There's no need to concern yourself with that. We have plenty of work to keep us busy around here. Why don't you get started by breaking down some of the old equipment in the yard? I still have your mother's old hammer here with me. You should have it. Make sure to take good care of it. You can use it to break apart almost anything. Alright, we got the hammer. Now we're immediately going to go back inside and clean up this stuff, as it is going to bother me. Let's see. How do I tab for inventory? Okay, here we go. Honestly, none of this stuff needs to be on my hotbar. Okay, right-click to deconstruct. Question, barrel? Barrel. I don't know if we want to keep these inside. But yeah, what maniac keeps a bunch of just rusted and decommissioned pieces of factory equipment inside their home? Our aunt clearly deconstruct Pico. I also noticed this house has the Pokemon protagonist problem. There is no bathroom, and there is no room for the parent or parent-adjacent individual. This is just purely the kid's house and nothing more. I find that intensely amusing. Okay, can I do anything with these? Oh, I can just pick them up, actually. That with the old. I'm probably gonna snag all of these barrels, too. In retrospect. Oh, talk to Auntie. I haven't even started. What are you doing? I'm not done. She'll probably tell me to do some more steps. That looks much better. Look at how much you've already gotten done. My back's so sore already. Oh my dear, we've barely even started. Now let's turn some of these components into new conveyor belts. Take a look at the journal I gave you by pressing escape and trying to craft some conveyor belts by hand. Ah. This, of course, sucks, but should surprise no one. Now let's take a look at what you've put together. Those are some mighty fine belts you built there. You've got a real knack for this. Try placing them under some of the crates around the yard, as well as picking up and putting down some crates. You can change the direction of the conveyor belt. Okay. Just remove some of these. I mean, really what we want to do is just go back to deconstructing the rest of this stuff. Oh, I have to... I see, those don't count. Okay, so even the darkened conveyor belts are also done for. Okay, I guess let's go back to talking to Auntie. Looks like you got the hang of this. There's only so much scrap to break apart, though. You'll need to produce components from scratch if you want to keep building new machinery. First step is to use a furnace to smelt ore into bars. Then you can make a furnace by mining nearby rocks for stone. Find the blueprint for a furnace in your journal. Try to build one and fill with coal and iron ore. You can mine nearby deposits by hitting them with your hammer. Items can be loaded into machines by hand or by belt. Okay. Rotate a furnace. Let's see what else I can make. Power pole, utility light, not much. Okay, tab for inventory. Unfortunately, a lot of this stuff is not helpful. As we clean things out, it'll get a little easier. I'm just insulted by the amount of stuff in this area. And I want it to be out of my way forever. Is this something I can break? Yes. Whatever it is, it shouldn't be here anymore. Dang, I'm gonna spend like half this video recycling. And I will tell you, that is like the best part. I don't know what it is about certain video games, but with certain video games, like every video game, any game where I'm in like a scrap-covered wasteland or gunk-covered wasteland that can be cleaned up in any kind of meaningful fashion instantly feels so much better to me. I think part of it is because for years I've wanted more video games to have like to have it be one of those where the player can like really leave a mark and like a lasting impact via their gameplay. And it happens from time to time. You know, some games definitely have that kind of effect, but a lot of them don't. Okay. I'm just gonna put that there. Okay, and we don't have any coal. I don't actually know. That might have been stone. I wasn't paying attention to what resource I was putting in there. I was just grabbing a resource. And that's fine. Okay, so this is iron bar. Cool. Talk to Auntie. I'll come back to in a second. Would you look at that? Still warm and everything. Since these furnaces have only one input, you'll need to load coal or ore by hand. The university might have a blueprint for a better type of furnace. Next step is to use an assembler to produce items automatically. Crafting things by hand takes too long. Only get you so far. Try building an assembler. After you place it, your journal will open up so you can select what you want the assembler to build. Try feeding it iron bars from the furnace using a conveyor belt. Then you need to load it by hand. You'll need to power the assembler by placing a nearby power pole. You can connect the nearby poles together to get the power from the house. Okay. We want to do item receiver. Stores items it receives from the conveyor belt. Okay, it doesn't look like we have too much. We want to do assembler. Okay. I don't know why it pulled that up. that in. Snag that. Right. And we do need the power pole. I'll build like 2 of them. Auntie, your yard is terribly laid out. Why do I have to put a power pole there? We're going to have to change this. Because that's bad. Okay, so this is making something. Materials required. Iron plates. Crafting assemblers. No. Oh, that's why this popped up. Okay, we are making iron plates. There we go. Okay, talk to Auntie. Excellent work. Now we need to take these iron plates and turn them into conveyor belts automatically. Build a second assembler and configure it. Chain these 2 assemblers together with conveyor belts so the iron plates from one assembler are fed into the next one. Okay, conveyor belt. So, I'm going to need more. I guess what I can do is just jam these in here. There we go. That'll be good enough for now. Question. Okay, cool. They'll just get stored. Last step we need is a way to collect the items. Okay, build a receiver. Okay, already did it? Well, that's unfortunate. It's okay, we'll need another one anyway. I do wish it actually had noticed that I was doing this, though. Let's see. I appreciate it when games specifically acknowledge, like, oh, hey, does this... Okay, this does have a limited amount of ore, so we are going to have to keep that in mind. Maybe there's, like, deep ore mining we get access to at a later date. Hopefully. Okay, that should be good enough. Really hoping I could actually, like, drop a stack in without having to use my hotbar. Not really a problem. He is cute, though. Okay, then just collect conveyor belts from the receiver. I guess that's going to take a while. Let's just grab resources while we wait. Now do I... Okay. I just have to wait until the conveyor belts have shown up. Load that back up again. Grab some more iron. Okay, we can talk to Auntie again. Look at that, just humming along. It really takes me back. How I miss the sound of the factory. Auntie, why won't you show me the rocket silo? I'm sorry, Morgan, but we can't work on the rocket. In fact, you should stay out of the silo entirely. The main doors are seized shut anyway. But I could... No, and I'd prefer it if we don't talk about this anymore. If you're looking for something else to help with, perhaps you can help me repairing Pico. Some of his parts have worn out. I may need to build the replacement parts myself, but time got away from me. Go see Rebecca at the university. She can help you research the parts needed for his repairs. Press M to open the map. I'll mark the area where the university is for you. Okay. Now, unfortunately, we don't have the ability to, like... Yeah, the reverse of a receiver. Okay, map. We are here, want to go there. Now, the other thing to note... Well, actually, no. It's 3 p.m., so we do actually have to worry about the time element. Oh, right. I remember seeing people complaining about this, that this has, you know, your standard Stardew Valley style, like, timing. Where, you know, you have to go to bed at night, and a lot of people are used to factory automation games. Might not like that kind of thing. I get it. Hello over there. Hello, sorry, I don't think we're open right now. Not even for me? Wait, Mo? No way. I can't believe you're still gonna call me Mo. Oh, it's been so long. Veronica told me you were back in town. Are you staying with your aunt? Yeah, I'll be at her place for a while. It's hoping to help her work on the rocket, but she doesn't seem to want to talk about it much. It's been a hard last few years for a lot of people, your aunt included. She used to come here all the time for research, but over time it's really slowed down. Actually, I haven't seen her stop by in months now. Is there any way I can help you guys out? Auntie gave me a list of parts needed for repairing Pico, but some of these I'm not sure how to make. Can I take a look? I can certainly draft up the blueprints for these. You're going to need a lot of material, though. I'll also come up with some blueprints for a drill for you, something you could use to mine rocks automatically. Seriously, you do that for us? I'd be happy to. Truth be told, even the university has been short on funding, so there hasn't been any money for research. And with that, finishing my master's. Honestly, this is the most interesting thing to come by here in a long time. If you want to start a new research item, first see me at the desk to select what you'd like to research. After you do that, there's some additional help I'll need from you. Let's step outside for a minute. To draft new blueprints, I'll need you to deliver components that I can use for my research. When you select a new research item at the desk, it'll list what components you need to deliver. Once you finish crafting the requirements, you can drop them in the chute here anytime. You can also inspect the drop box itself to see your current progress. Alright, I'll get started on that right away. Thanks so much, Rebecca. Anytime, come see me once you're done. Yeah, I still stand by. I don't know who thought of Factorio but cute, but I'm enjoying it. Oops, don't do that. Okay. I guess we're going to do that one. Perfect. Once the requirements are delivered, we can get started on drafting the blueprints for you. Well, let's see. Gear. Wait, do I not have like a gazillion gear? Oh, I do. The blueprint for the new drill is ready. This should save your lower back. Working on this has actually been fun. In fact, it's given me some ideas for new types of machines you could build. Well, it's been a while since I've had any interesting work here. Make sure to stop by the desk and let me know what you'd like to research next. Aw, that is cute. Okay, so we have a splitter, or we have this. Heatsink, small motor. I mean, guess I'm going to work on this for the time being. Perfect. Once the requirements are delivered, we can get started on drafting the blueprints for you. I guess I'm actually going to go back. I guess I am going at max speed already. I'd like to deconstruct some more stuff around town, but I think for now, what I should probably do is get a real basic drill setup. Okay, another power pole. Another power pole. There we go. Okay. So I'm going to switch this configure. Instead of, well, I mean, do we leave it on iron plates? Yeah, I think I'll leave it on iron plates. At least for now. Make 2 more drills, I think. And then 2 more furnaces. Okay, and it looks like I'm going to need a couple turbines. Oh. I don't know how many of these I need, but we're going to need a lot. Oh, gears require iron plates. So in that case, let's switch these to gear for a while. Build the turbine. There we go. Can I check my current power need? Okay, produce 7,000, consumed 4,000, remaining 3,000. Okay. Oops. Didn't mean to do that. Okay, so we want to get 2 more assemblers. 500 watts apiece. Iron plates. Probably into conveyor belts. Okay. So we can just do take all. Because I'm actually going to need both of these. No, let's configure this. I'm going to have this go back to gears. We're just going to need a lot of gears for a while. Okay. And then, actually, in retrospect, I'm going to tear all of this up. Because what we want to do is actually go over here. And do the same thing out this direction. Because I'm going to need copper wires en masse. Probably going to need a couple of those. Okay, 2 assemblers. Small wind turbine, because I know we're going to need another. And another item receiver. You're going to be making copper... Oh, just copper wires. Okay, so I don't need to do fancier stuff. At least not at the moment. Let's see. Can I put another one of these over here? Not keen on that. Let's see if I can put it further back. No. But I can line them up. We're just going to have that area be our central. I wonder if there's a way that I can grab more of these. Oops. I think I've trapped her. This is what you get for coming to Industry Central, I suppose. Really? Oh, out of range. Build another one. Missing items. Never mind, I need some iron plates. Oh. I guess I can make some. We're out of iron bars. I guess, okay. Snag that. Is she just gonna get... Okay, hold up. Oh, that's a very goofy problem to have. That the townsfolk will absolutely get trapped by my conveyor horrors. Hey Morgan, I want to check out how you're doing. How's your night? Good. Auntie has a spare room upstairs that I'm using. It's cozy, but I like it. She's already put me to work cleaning up the place. Oh boy, can't say I'm surprised. Make sure to stop by town later when you get a break. There's a few different shops you can check out. My fiancée Jamie runs the local bakery. Wait, you're engaged? You never told me this. Right, sorry, we have a lot to catch up on. I'm perpetually engaged. We've been putting off the wedding for over a year now. The bakery hasn't been doing so well, so it's hard to prioritize the wedding when we're not sure how much longer we can keep the doors open. Jamie's sweet, but he's not great at prioritizing. We can't run a business if he doesn't try to make more sales. Or actually charge people for things. I'll make sure to stop by later then. My coffee fix alone might be enough to turn things around. I'd imagine you'll need it. Good luck with the cleanup. I think Alonka is going to keep you very busy. But first, I must rescue you from the... Okay. Some of the placement is throwing me off a little. I'll have to see if I can make like a walkway that they can use for getting around. Oops. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm just going to keep one of these iron plates so I don't have to make any myself. Ever. Oh, the other thing to note. Let's set a limit. Let's set a limit on both of these, like 3 stacks. Just because we are limited on the amount of ore we can generate. I'm just going to put it here. Okay, so we're going to make iron plates into conveyor belts. Or, not that, item receiver. Here's a question. Can I? No. Okay, so this is wiggling at me. Because I've got a bunch of other stuff. There are the utility lights. Copper wires. Okay, it's this? No. Show alerts on the map. Oh. I see, we're just out of juice. And then we can head for bed. Just want to keep these things fueled. Eventually we get the ability to double fuel them. Hopefully eventually we get electricity. Oh my god, are you still stuck? Oh dear, looks like the breaker on the house is overloaded. If you need more power, consider building more wind turbines and connecting them to the same grid. Well, I guess you're just going to be trapped there. Good night. Mined resources, smelted ore, recycled material, produced items, a lot of stuff. No income, days without incident. That's concerning. Okay, for starters, we have mail. Just arrived at Cliff's General Store. We have new backpacks that just came in case you need to carry more things around. Also, got all kinds of machines and supplies in stock. Make sure to stop by the General Store for anything you need. Have a great day, Cliff. I do actually appreciate the... Wait, where did we get a tennis ball from? Oh, you know what I'm doing wrong? I should build an item receiver. Oh, but I need iron plates. I'll get 2 stacks for now. Yeah, so they were running overnight. That's kind of nice. Get everything sorted and then game just runs. I don't know where we got the tennis ball from. Really? Okay. So this way we at least have some coal. Okay. So, because these are limited, I think this is going to just be yelling at me, because... Oh, I see. This one's just out of juice. Is that the issue? Oh yeah, these being stuck doesn't actually cause any issues. Well, it's pleasant. Question. Can I actually have these? Go here. Pick this back. Loot all. Loot all. Yeah, it looks like they can go into a combined thing. Okay. This just gives me a little bit of a walkway. Not much of one, but enough. And eventually we'll be able to build furnaces that can actually be fueled automatically, and so I won't have to worry about it. But that's a later thing. And we more or less want to just take all of the coal out of that one. There we go. Take all the copper wires. We'll have to see if there's other places with large quantities of resources. So, other things are bearings and iron plates. So I think what I might actually do is manually fuel some of these things. Rather than having them split off of an industry chain. Because we're going to have all of these iron plates stacked up for forever anyway. So, easy enough for me to just... Oh. Dump some of these in. Okay, so does not work. Wait. Yeah, we don't know how to make a splitter yet. Okay, I'll come back in a little bit. Oh, and I should probably make sure I have all of the gears and wires that I possibly need. I think we might have more than enough. Okay. Yeah, hopefully there's some other place with ore. At least that means I will be able to tear up this awful spaghetti factory pretty quickly and set something else up later. It's just a matter of when and how. Okay, so they want gears aplenty, copper wires aplenty. I just finished the blueprint for the new splitter. This will be useful for dividing a single input belt into multiple output belts. I'll pick up items from position A and put them, or it'll pick up items from position A and put them down on position B. And also set the ratio it'll be used for picking up items. Try it out. Oh, that actually might be kind of useful. Okay, splitter is done. Underpass. There's a lot of stone. Let's just unlock T2. Gear bearing copper wire. Once the requirements are delivered, we can start on drafting the blueprints for you. Because I already have a bunch of these. Except for bearings. Well, so here's the problem. I think this is more efficient than walking back and building an industry just to make bearings. However, we are going to want something that automatically makes bearings for me. It's been a long time since Alonka has asked me to research some new components for her. It makes me really miss how busy things used to be around here. The components are a bit more complicated than the previous ones that we've been using. Some of them have multiple requirements, so a level 1 assembler won't be able to build them. Come see me to research a new type of assembler that can craft them automatically. Okay, gear and heatsink. Perfect, once the requirements are delivered, we can get started on drafting the blueprints for you. Heatsink requires copper bars, cannot be crafted by hand. Easy enough. And now that we have the splitter, I can go make, I can go split that one iron line. It is definitely also interesting how much this is kind of a beginner's level. Oh, I guess we should pick this up. Beginner's level factory automation game. Oh, configure. We want this to do bearings. No. Needs to be iron plates. Into bearings. Okay, can I build a splitter? Yes. A, B. Hook those up. Oh. I'm a goof. So what I need is the splitter to be here. Okay, grab that. So this is going to be iron plates. This is going to be bearings. Okay, put this here. Okay, so now we've got bearing production. Gets in the way of some of my other industries, but that's okay. How much does this have left on it? 2,000. Oh yeah, we're good. Okay. I think I might just... let's just build another one of these. Well, let's go back to this. Set a limit. There we go. At least for now. Conveyor belt. We need at least an assembler. Yeah, just one for this. Heat sink. And then another item receiver. This is an extremely ugly factory. Not one I'm proud of in the slightest. However, it kind of doesn't matter at the moment. Eventually all of these resources are going to go elsewhere anyway. Let's build 2 of these. Grab another one of these. Yeah, because this whole area is going to run out of resources fairly soon. You. Oh, I can't break it. Perfect. Thought it was a decoration that was going to get in the way of my perfect factory. How much do you have? Cannot believe how tanky this stump is. There we go. There we go. Okay, then we just get another item receiver. Grab that. So I think each of these is a separate individual rod. Perfect. So this will just slowly give me everything that I possibly need. Maybe. Though I think I'm still going to limit a number of them to like 2 stacks, 3 stacks, something like that. Rather than making way too many. Okay, stack those. Good enough. That's plenty of heat sinks, I think. Plenty of gears. Alright, let's go turn this back in. Yeah, this is a pleasant little thing. Okay. Probably actually burn the rest of this iron ore, but I think it might be maxed out, so I don't think that's going to be the most practical. Okay. Oh. I have to drop the box outside. Okay, heatsink and gears. Assembler level 2. Perfect timing, just finished the new level 2 assembler. We'll now be able to automatically craft items that have 2 different required components. Speaking of components, we're going to start needing a lot more of them. Let me go find Nor. And we'll see what we can do about our delivery situation. Excellent. These chutes have been covered up for far too long. Thanks for your help taking off the boards, Nor. When I took this research assistant position, this really isn't what I had in mind. But we're grateful for you anyway. Now that we have a level 2 assembler, we're going to start needing a lot more components for our research. I don't think our poor little drop box is going to cut it anymore. We used to use these chutes for delivering equipment, but you can use them for delivering research components. Now you'll be able to connect multiple belts to deliver different kinds of requirements at the same time. Or you can still drop components off by hand using the drop box if you prefer. How many components are we talking here? A couple. A couple what? 100? You must be joking. Research is no joke. You're telling me. You'll want to pay close attention to the throughput of your assemblers. You can see the throughput when inspecting it. If an assembler isn't getting enough components per minute, it's really going to slow down. When that happens, you should build more assemblers for those earlier components so that you can hit max throughput. Max? I haven't even been able to get an assembler to run more than 50% throughput. Is that so? Sounds like a challenge. Morgan, let me know if you can get an assembler making copper wire to run at 100% throughput. You have to show me up like that. I look forward to seeing your results. Okay, what's the next thing? So assembler is done. Sure. I guess we might as well work on this one. The underpass is nice. We are going to need that, but... Perfect. Once the requirements are delivered, we can get started on drafting the blueprints for you. Okay, well, considering everything, we might as well clear this whole area out. Because I'm seeing a number of base resources in this area. We might as well use them now while my requirements are low. And, they want stone. Let's see. So I'm not seeing any copper in the area, so we might have to import that from elsewhere. Or if we can actually bring it downhill somehow. Maybe. This is going to take a little bit to clean up. That has a lot of iron compared to what I've got at home, though. So that's good. Oh, no sense in mining that. I might be able to manually remove it all. Well, I guess that is a question. Oh, no, these are just small rocks. So there's no point in building a mining machine next to them. For a second, I was thinking I could get that 200 or so stone real easy, just park a stone mine in the area. I'm seeing a lot of belts come from elsewhere. I do wonder if I'm going to have to be one of those, like, really goofy... Well, I'm going to have to build one of those, like, really goofy people bridges. I guess they're not that goofy, but have you ever seen the... They're, like, land bridges for, animals to cross over highways and stuff. I don't actually know how effective they are. Okay, Shell says they're very effective. I've seen pictures of them, and I've seen people talking about them, but I've never actually seen... them implemented much, let alone talked about from a like, oh yeah, this actually is very good. But I might actually have to build a number of those for the townsfolk. Oh. We've got a 99% use rate. Kind of wild that we don't have more of them then. Okay. Moose. Oh. Moose have a 99% use rate. That's... Yeah, moose would. Okay, so we've got a lot of resources around, but I'm not finding much for nodes. I wonder if I'm actually going to have to import stuff. No, it looks like I'd be loading the train, so hopefully there's some kind of deeper mines or other resource supplies we can get access to. Okay. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of stuff strewn around the farm, but at least for now, I think the best thing I can do... Oh, we should probably go fix Pico now that I'm thinking about it. Best thing I can possibly do is probably just... use what I've got. Oh. I don't know what those are. Stators. Okay. Guess we don't have enough. Okay. Well, I can just deconstruct all of this. Oh, this is full. So what is your current throughput? So it looks like what I need is to tear this up. Because I think the drill is fast enough. Inventory. It does not help. Okay. Yeah, there's... Oh, sort. There we go. Why do I have so many tennis balls? Well, actually, let's just be silly. Does that work? No. Oh, right, because the grinder has to be on the back. Alright, and I'm gonna need more small wind turbines. Let's see where I can place them. There we go. That should give us plenty. My coal. Keep that rolling. Okay, furnace. There we go. And then conveyor belts. Or am I doing fine? No, I'm not doing fine on conveyor belts. Okay, and then I just need coal. Probably grab another stack of it. That's probably good enough. Okay. Are you able to get it to 100% throughput? There we go. We've achieved max throughput. We don't need max throughput at all. Even trying to do so is kind of silly. But at least we've got it. Okay. So, next one would be, let's see, item receiver assembler level 2. What I really want is the reverse of the item receiver, as that's going to make my life much easier. Okay, so we can make the small motors. Oh, and that's how we make a stator. Okay. Well, the sad part is, I think I might need to tear everything up. We have these barrels. I'm going to put them here. Really? Oh, a building's in the way. Okay. Barrel. Sadly can't hold that much. I'm just going to hold on to those. They're going to keep spawning. Okay, so the main problem is I have these crossing, and that's not great. Because no matter what I do, this is just going to get messy. Well, alternatively, maybe we give up the ghost. We reroute. Yeah. We're just going to reroute some of this iron in retrospect. Oh, it's late. We should go to bed. I think we've just locked our aunt out. Oh, hello. I keep finding tennis balls on the front porch. Do you know where they're coming from? Tennis balls? No, my dear. I have no idea. Wait, what was that? Bark. Oh, hello there. Well, aren't you friendly? Auntie, do you know whose dog this is? No, I'm afraid not, dear. No one around has a dog as far as I know. He does seem to have taken a liking to you, though. Wait, he has a collar. Leo. Leo, are you lost? Whine. I think he's trying to find his way home. Can we look after him? I know. Shell's mocking my ability to voice act dog. It's okay. I'm a master. Bark, bark, woof, whine. Can we look after him? At least until we find where he belongs? That sounds like a good idea. What do you think, Leo? I think he agrees. Looks like you're staying with us, Leo. We have kidnapped somebody's dog. Passively. Does she just have honking steel plates for shin guards? Damn. Alright, time to go to bed because it's extremely late. Oh no. Alright. 2 days without incident. I'm having a good time with this. The resource scarcity issue worries me a little bit. However, whatever. Just want to let you know I've started selling donation bins at the general store. If you have any unwanted components you don't need, you can drop them off at any donation bin. I'll empty it out every night for you. Sure, we can put the components or the contents to good use at the store. Here's your first one to get you started. Come see me if you need more. Wonder if that's how I make money. Oh, we got another. Okay, announcing the grand opening of Angela's Interior Design. Carry all sorts of furniture and decorations for your entire home. Chairs, tables, vases, and more. Located by the scrapyard, the machine shop. Open Monday through Thursday, 8 to 5 p.m. Don't mind the mess, it's all Michael's junk. Angela. Okay, so I probably don't need that many of these. What we should do is tear this up. Okay, I'm just gonna tear this whole business up. It's a bit messy. I get it. Oh, what am I doing? Okay, furnace is here. Yeah, what is the output on this thing? 30 per minute. We don't know the throughput on this thing. I guess let's check. We still don't know. My coal supply. Ugh. I have too many things to manage for a second. Okay. We want this to be gears. Oh, can't. And now we want this to be gears. And I'm going to need another power pole. They're here. That away for the moment. Okay. Get these down. And might as well just have this here. Let's start with a small motor. Never mind. Start with a stator, which requires gears. And otherwise, okay. Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna have this one cross. We're just gonna make a whole, set up this whole industry for this one thing for the time being. Which feels weird. Oops. Nope. Gotta do furnace first. What am I doing? Okay. Then we need another one of these assemblers. Need my heat sinks and other things. Oy. Wherever I put them. Heat sinks. Oh, and it's not plates, it's gears. That's what we're missing. Another one of these here. Then we want to make small motors, which requires bearings, which we are making. We're making. Okay, grab my coal. Grab this. This is extremely bad, but whatever. Okay. We can have another one of these drills here. I used up all my furnaces? I have. Okay, furnace. Into assembler. You're going to be making bearings, which requires iron plates and then bearings. Okay, so I've undone all of that jazz. Let's see, I'm gonna need a stack of coal. I'm just gonna be lazy. There we go. This is getting extremely messy very fast, but it's fine. Okay, so we've got iron bars being turned into wires. We've got this, and this is set up to do this. We just need is making the copper wire, right? Yes, just very slowly. Surprisingly slowly, actually. So I might actually have to figure that out. It's fine. So we wanted to make another assembler. I need the iron plates. That's what I need. I've probably got more in a box somewhere, but this is fine. Okay, build the other assembler. Loot this. Loot it again. Are you kidding me? There we go. I wish you could pick things up that have things in them and it just like dumps all this stuff on the ground. Or like puts it into a crate or something. I'm sure this will be probably a consistent issue that haunts me. But it's okay. There we go. And now we are making... not stators, small motors. There we go. Because I'm going to need a whole mess of them. So deliver stone, deliver gears, deliver small motors. I thought I was going to need underground stuff for a little bit, but nope, looks like we're good. I guess, in the meantime... A, B. I'm gonna just have a second one of these. I don't know how fast this thing produces, but we might as well keep a small supply of stators. So I can fix the robot and do other things. Okay. I really like the animations for those turning. I actually wonder if they're... no, it's just a static model. Something about it just, I guess, them being layered. Gives it a really hard 3D look. Which I appreciate. Okay, there's the stators. Hey there, little guy, remember me? I'm happy to see you too, buddy. That's right, I'm home, just like old times. No, Auntie doesn't seem to want me to work on the rocket. She won't even let me inside the silo. Aww. Oh, right, the old vent. I wonder if we could use that to unlock the door from the inside. Let's go take a look. robot revived, instantly turned into an agent of chaos. Think you'll fit in there, Pico? What? No, I'm not saying you've gained weight. I'm sorry, you look like the day you were made. Look, all you need to do is make your way through the vent and unlock the doors. Good luck, little buddy. Keep it down in there, Pico. Auntie will find out. Oh my god. I don't understand. It's all still in pieces. There's so much dust everywhere. It's like this place hasn't been touched in years. You're right. I'm sure she did try as hard as she could. A lot of this equipment is in need of repair as well. Really? You think we could get this place running again? We'd need to repair all this equipment around here first. Okay, you've convinced me. We'll gather all the necessary parts first. Let's keep this a secret between us for now. We'll tell Auntie when we're finished. Let's get to work. Okay, fix the servers and the terminal. Because what does this require? Oh. Well, that's easy. I don't think the rest of this is going to be that easy. Weird, I don't remember these being here. Okay, I'll have to come back for more with that. Okay. Unfortunately, scrapping all of those is going to take some effort. And yeah, we don't have any servo motors. So this is the big factory hall. I'm assuming eventually I can actually walk in through that door. Oh, I have to be down here. Okay. Oh, so this is why we don't need to worry about resources. There's actually a ton down here. But I'm gonna have to clean up that whole area, and that sounds like work, so let's not do that. Okay, actually it looks like a number of these are going to take some time. We need 20 small motors. Unfortunately, I think the issue is we need those stay doors. Oh. But for the stay doors, what we really need... Okay, question. 30 per minute. How much does this produce? 30 per minute. Okay. Do I have another? No, we do not have another furnace. Okay. Let's get a second furnace going. But the question is, this takes 60 per minute. So I could actually have 2 of these running simultaneously to give me enough copper bars. Okay, there we go. So that'll dramatically increase the amount of copper wire we're putting out, and therefore hopefully scale up this whole stay door situation a little bit. Realistically, it's just a matter of time. I could do more, but I think the best thing I can possibly do is kind of just let this run. This whole place is a mess anyway. And it's going to be more efficient for me long term if I just leave it as is and then come back later. I'm going to put my new storage chest over here where it's less of a problem. So at this point, we've more or less come to the end of our time. We've got more things that I could easily do. You know, keep going with the science, actually finish rebuilding the... There we go. And that's a lot more space than those barrels that I had. Okay, can I just auto-deposit everything? Sort. Oh, I see. It only accepts things that we already have. Okay. So that does actually make it a lot easier to manage things. Okay. This is just taking all of them. Every second item. There we go. Yeah, so the problem is this arm was yoinking all of the state ores, which it should not be doing. We probably also don't need more than one stack of them, at least for now. Because I don't know what else needs, what else we need state ores for, to be honest. Okay, well, anyway, I like this. It's a charming little factory automation game. Probably great for beginners. You do have to worry about space a lot more. You can't do the, like, full, 3D environment spaghetti factory that Satisfactory lets you do. So you actually have to care a lot about where you're placing things and how you're looping stuff around. But, like, otherwise the core fundamentals are all there for a good factory automation game. And I had said Stardew Valley, it's not really. I mean, you can do a little bit of stuff, not farming, but like resource gathering and, you know, selling every day. And then obviously you have to interact with people in the town, presumably bolster relationships, but I'm assuming it's just doing side quests for them, rather than having like a specific meter and then eventually you get to smooch them, question mark. Anywho, it's charming. It's a factory automation game I can actually see myself playing a little bit, because it also does have a narrative. That's not something you get too often in these genres. The only other ones I can think of are like Tectonica, and even then, like, Tectonica's narrative was kind of there. I should go back and finish it at some point, but the narrative definitely took a backseat to the grind. Whereas I think this might be a little bit more on the balance side. It seems like to make any kind of progress, you really do actually have to do some of these quests. Unfortunately, to make any kind of progress, you also have to clean up this entire area, and that's going to take a while. So, rather than do that on camera, I am going to say the Little Rocket Lab is available on Steam and Switch, and I think they announced that it'll be releasing on Switch. Well, it's probably... Okay, so the answer is it's available on Switch, it's available on PC, and it is available on Xbox. I think still part of Game Pass. So if you have any of those, you can pick the game up and play it yourselves. And I guess with all of that said, if you like this video in any way, shape, or form, leave me a like, it helps more than you know. And if you want to see more rad new games every single day, then hit subscribe because I got tons to check out and show off. But for now, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you next time.